Hi guys. Hello. Hi guys. Trying to still figure out a few things. Just give me a minute here. Okay, we are gonna start soon. Welcome if you're new here. This is the first time I'm actually going proper live with my new setup. So just want to check if everyone is able to see all the details clearly, if you can hear me and if everything is going fine. Okay, so okay, so the most important platforms are live here, and we have restream, which is set here. So I think I might be possibly changing the mic that we are using here, because this mic seems to be catching a lot of background noise and a lot of disturbances as well. And I really don't want to switch off the fan, so give me a second until I do that. Let's get this off. Mikey. Okay, all right. Let's begin the main show. So, what's the agenda of the day? So, today, my main focus will be to introduce you folks to what is the plan with this entire live stream challenge. What is this live stream challenge all about? You might have already come across a lot of people who are uh, hopping onto this new trend of challenges. See, the beauty of these challenges is the fact that it's a journey, and we as human beings, we are wired to always take part on uh, journeys, right? Because there are so many various emotions that you actually can see and you can feel. So that is why it's very important that even as a viewer, you start working on content that invites your audience to actually join you on your journey of progress, success, any transformation that you're actually seeking, or anything of this sort. Now, what to expect? Like, what exactly is going to happen today? So, before I jump into that directly, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open up a few of my notes because this is the first time I'm actually doing a live like this on this format, and this is going to probably be there on all of the platforms. So I want to make sure that we can benefit the max out of this. So, what can you expect from this challenge? So, this is basically going to be a 75-day challenge. My idea is that every week I will increase 1 hour of the duration of the challenge. So, let's say in the first week we will have 1 hour, in the second week we will have 2 hours each day, and in the third week onwards we will be going live for 3 hours. Now, it won't be like a continuous 3 hour live. I mean, although it will be streamed continuously for 3 hours, but there will be breaks in between, of course. I'm thinking of doing a Pomodoro timer where I will have 25 minutes and then 5 minutes break, 25 minutes, 5 minutes break, and so on and so forth. So, the big question, what is there in it for you as a viewer? So, this is the beauty of this challenge, right? I've been seeing there are a lot of people who set these obnoxious goals saying that you can earn 5 crore in 30 days, or you can earn 10 crore in 60 days and things of that nature. There are some people who try to actually make unrealistic goals like earn 1 million in 30 days. I mean, see, as revenue, yes, there is a possibility that you can actually make that kind of revenue. But if you're talking about profits, just the 30 days is not enough. There is so much of background work that actually goes into making those millions, right? So that's exactly what I will be bringing to you through this live stream, okay? The plan is, over the past 10 plus years, I've been working as a freelancer with multiple brands. I've worked with like big names, worked with Upgrad, I've worked with the government of India, health ministry, ICMR, and there are many more companies that I've worked with. But I always lacked this guide in my life, a person who could actually show me and tell me what I need to do exactly. I was always ready to take the action, but the problem was I did not know which action I should be taking. Because with the internet, one problem is that you have various paths and numerous ways that you can actually achieve all of your results. So, which path do you actually choose? And is that the right path to choose? One never knows. So, that's when this idea struck me that whatever I have accumulated till now, the knowledge, the information, my strategies, my resources, my tools. I'm going to be sharing all of those resources with you people through this live stream, one day at a time, of course. And one thing is that since it's my very initial day, I would request you to understand that I did not want to bring something absolutely perfect in front of you. Instead, I wanted to bring something that was very raw, authentic, genuine, and real, so that you could see what it takes to actually build a business from scratch. So, right now, the journey is such that we are at zero revenue. Okay, we have zero clients for Branding Bum is what we are trying to build upon. I will get into it in a minute or so, but this is what we are working upon, and we haven't been able to close a single client so far. You ask why? Because the groundwork that was required to get Branding Bum to where it is today itself was so tedious that closing client is like a whole different ball game altogether. But we're gonna change that. The goal with this live stream is also that by the end of these live streams, by the end of 75 days, I want to actually onboard and close 5 clients. I just don't want any person to join the journey, and I don't want to take anyone as a client. I want to be able to see if I can actually add value to them and if they can add value to me as well, right? So, if we are able to do something like this, it's going to be amazing. So, let's dive in, and I'm going to be using this tab of mine to actually make notes and share my notes with you live. So, this one, let's just resize it a little bit and see how that goes. Yes, that's good. And let's just resize this browser window as well. So, what's up? What's happening? What's happening? Hope you all are doing good. So, first things first, today, what is the agenda? What are we actually planning to do? So, I've already introduced what you can expect from this live. So the first thing you can expect is it's going to be happening for 75 days straight, every single day. Now, what is the time that we will be actually going live? So I have 2 slots. I will be going live between, either it will be 11 to 2 p.m. Indian Standard Time, or we will be going live from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. again Indian Standard Time. Why did I actually decide upon going on these times is not because I was focused on when my audience is going to be live. Instead, my idea was, when will I be comfortable going live every single day? What is that time? So that is why we have picked this. So that's the initial very important critical factors. So every single day I will be talking about different topics. What those topics are, I will be telling you in a few more minutes. We will get into that section as well. Now, the second introduction part over here, what is the purpose and the vision with which we are actually starting off whatever we are starting off? So you see, in order for you to actually understand this better, I'll have to take you through my life story and my journey, but we will go reverse in order. So today, I am a creative director and a head of marketing. I work with a few companies as a full-timer, a few of them as a freelancer. But all of these years, I have juggled between a lot of different various areas of creativity: content writing, graphic designing, website, UI, UX, operations, Notion, systems, almost everything under the umbrella of entrepreneurship. I have actually dived deep and I've tried to understand and learn how I can actually add value using these tools and softwares. Okay, so the idea is, how can I share it with people so that they become elevated? But that's not the complete picture. You see, I've come to this point where I understand the importance of service, and I understand that as a creator, it's my purpose to actually serve my audience, my followers, or everyone who's actually basically going to be connected with me through any social media platform. So my ultimate objective is to be able to serve them. But you ask, why do you want to serve the audience? So the answer is very simple. Up until a certain age in my life, I actually did not feel very attached to my family members and people around me. I had a very traumatic not childhood, I would say, but teenage life. And as a result of that, when I went in college, within like 2 months, I realized that okay, this is a big mistake. College is not where I exactly want to be. So what I did was I actually quit college engineering and I became a brahmachari in a temple. Because you see, we all live in a world where we are bombarded constantly with different noises that actually deviate us from our path and our true meaning and purpose in life. So my parents would say do this, whereas my teachers would say no, you do this, which is better for you, and my friends would say no, this is a better option for you. Some of them were talking about engineering, some of them were talking about creative fields, some of them were talking about something completely different. And this really created so much confusion in my head that I was not clear like what exactly to do. So I wanted to be able to listen to my own voice. What I did is I actually went to the temple and I sat in meditation and I asked God this one question: what is the purpose of my existence and what is the purpose of my life? It took me about 1 to 2 years to actually get my answer, but luckily, fortunately, I actually got the answer to this question. So, my biggest trauma became my purpose in life, and my biggest trauma was not having an awareness and understanding of the importance of relationships, not being able to express myself fully to my full potential, or being creative and creating some impact or some value in this world. So that's when I actually set out on this journey to start implementing whatever I've learned so far and whatever uh, insights I gained by the help of the Supreme Creator. Now, as a result of this, what happened is I realized that if I have to start working on relationships, what exactly are these relationships and where do I begin? And then, since I dropped out of college, I now also have to, you know, survive. I need to figure out a way to make money because I don't come from a family. I mean, even if I did come from a family that was super duper rich, I still wanted to actually go into the field and practice things practically and learn and understand so that I could actually gain some kind of knowledge and insight and wisdom. So I started trying to search for a mentor who could actually help me on this journey. I met a lot of people. I'm super duper grateful to have learned a lot of different things from them. But it wasn't consistent, like I could not stick on to one particular mentor for too long. Now you're going to be thinking, like, why is Shubham telling me all of these things? I didn't join this stream to hear him just blabber all of these different things about his past. But you see, it's very important to build the context of what we are doing here today. So, again, another challenge that I was facing that I'm actually talking about is I was not able to find a mentor. I was not able to find someone who could give me direction or guidance. I mean, until a certain point of time they were able to, but it wasn't sustainable. I could not sustain with the person because I would really outgrow them very fast. So I tried my hands on various different skills and crafts like designing and website and content and whatnot. And I always felt this lack of, having that mentor. So what I did was I started doing my research, trying to build some source of revenue and parallelly trying to build upon the idea of relationships. And I got to know that there are actually 7 relationships in this world. So in my research, I actually created this concept called the 7 relationships. And what happens is just like the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, if I can actually show it on the screen directly right now, and even better, what I would do is I'll actually show it on the tab. So this is the Maslow's hierarchy of needs pyramid, and at the base of the pyramid you have food, sex, shelter, and all the basic things that are required for a person to actually survive. And then the second level of the pyramid is sustainable food and everything else that comes in the base of the pyramid. And the third one, the third level of the pyramid is building a family, finding a partner, building relationships with people around, friendships, etc. And the next level is self introspection, trying to find out who you are and connect with yourself and make that connection stronger and better. And the top of the pyramid is the higher truth and higher being, or you can say God, finding the true purpose and meaning and fulfillment of life. Now, what's happening is most of the people in on this planet are actually in this bottom layer of the pyramid, right? Now you must be asking, like, Shubham, why are you talking about this Maslow's hierarchy of needs? What does this have to do with relationships? So what this has to do with relationships is, based on this pyramid, based on this Maslow's hierarchy of needs, I created another pyramid called the pyramid of relationships. And this is how it looks. I mean, it's just basically a pyramid. So at the base of our pyramid, we have the relationship of a servant with a master. And the next level we have, any guesses? Is anyone actually with us, joining live, looking at what we are doing? Let's see. Are there any comments coming in? Not yet. Well, that's not such a big problem, since this is the first live. I don't expect a lot of people to be joining anyways. So servant master was the first relationship. The second one is friendships. The third one is parent child relationships. The next one in line is lover or partner. And the next relationship is with oneself. And the next one is with a guru. And the final one is with God. Now this God one, I mean, just try to understand, I'm referring to a creator. Some people call this creator by name and give it a personality, some don't. And what I realized was, the purpose of all of our existence is to actually fulfill these relationships. Because if you see, even atoms, protons, neutrons, electrons, anything that you see in this creation does not exist alone. They're always interacting with something. And that interaction is a relation that they fulfill with that other element or being of this planet. If that is the case, isn't that also our purpose? So that's when I realized that I have to now figure out a way through which I can actually serve people on this planet. You see Mother Nature, if you see air, wind, water, fire, you see plants, whatever you see in this existence is actually serving someone or something. That means this base is universal. And that is the reason that I wanted to create this entire ecosystem where I could slowly empower and serve my audience and almost everyone in the world, whoever I can. Now, there are going to be a lot of people who might not necessarily want to be served by me, and it's completely fine. My purpose and everything is like clear. I understand that this world is dual in nature and it is going to have like positive and negative charge every time. And that's how it maintains the balance. Okay, there is an importance of both of this positive and negative. But let's move on from here. Serving. Now, what are those skills? What are those talents through which I can start serving my audience from, day one, from today, from whatever I'm doing right now? So, in order for me to be able to serve you all, I have to be connected with you all. So that is when this idea struck me that what if I create this live stream which you're looking at now, if you're watching it, and through this I just take you on the journey where we chat, we make friends, we understand the entire systems through which I'm operating everything, how I reached here so far. And the beauty of it all of this was actually done through practice. And when I say practice, I mean there were failures and mistakes that were made which were painful. As a result of these failures and mistakes, I lost a lot of time and a lot of money and a lot of resources and energy, and I felt down, depressed and sad, and there were so many things that happened, but I was still making those mistakes. You know why? Because I thought that I'm going to make a compilation of all of these mistakes in the form of the dictionary of mistakes. Because you find dictionary for a lot of things, you have like these roadmaps and steps, but nobody is talking about a dictionary of mistakes. So in this dictionary of mistakes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be sharing with you my top mistakes and how you can avoid making them. And this will come out in series because obviously I'm not going to stop making mistakes. Anyone who tells you that you've got to be perfect, I myself tell it to myself sometimes, but mistakes is the key. I have remembered things where I made mistakes much better than I've remembered things where I have just created something perfect. So that is the way that we are going to be trying to serve all of you here. Now, what is next? This was why we are doing all of this, so that we can serve and fulfill our purpose on this planet and share with you the learnings and the mistakes, and maybe as a result of this reach a few goals of ours. Talking about goals, what are our goals with this live stream and why exactly are we doing this live stream anyways? So first and foremost, although a few of these goals are not in my control, but I'll still list them out because I need to be able to get some kind of a feedback to understand if I'm actually on the right path or not. So the first goal that I've kept for myself is to reach 10K followers on YT by the end of 75 days. Okay, that's the first goal. Second, get 5 paying subscription clients for BrandingBum. Now, why I said 5 and not a bigger number? Because this is very realistic. Plus, I want to be able to select my clients as well, not just give them the entire liberty, like jump on anyone who shows interest. I want to see if there is a mutual value exchange that's possible. So, this is the second goal. And the third goal, the most critical and important goal, is to improve each live by 3%. Okay? So today, whatever you're seeing is the base. But tomorrow, I want to make sure that there are few small changes that I can implement to make this particular live 3% better. As a result of that, what's going to happen is 3 multiplied by 75. I mean, let's just take the count, 225. So we are going to get 225% better by the end of all of these lives. So those are a few goals that we have set for ourselves. Now let's try to understand what is the topic for today, and let's jump into the real meat and the real, I would not call it meat actually, because I'm a vegetarian, so I would call it the real sprouts that you have all been waiting for. Let me quickly open up this very important document which has like these questions that I prepared for all of you all over here. Let me bring that over here. I mean, in between, if you would like, you can actually share your feedback, or if there is a problem on this particular stream, you can share all of that with me through the chats. Okay, I'm actually looking into the chats right now, and I will also reply. I am sorry if I made a mistake in your name. Is it possible to actually show these? Okay, it's not. Let me open that document very quickly and answer a few questions that you might have. Okay. Just opening the document, so hold on for a while. This document is not opening. Why? It's a very basic text file and still it's not opening. Weird. Okay, it did open now. Let's see. So we have this and Let's just dive into branding bump first, right? Let's try to understand what is the role of videos in building a brand. You see, in the age that we live, this is like the AI revolution that's taking place. Almost everything that you see online nowadays is kind of, reaching a point where it's difficult to differentiate if this was generated by AI or was it actually a real human sitting behind the camera, not behind the camera, but behind the computer, or someone who's actually adding value. So, what's happening is people resonate and connect with people instead of them feeling that level of connection with some kind of a tech or gadget. They feel more connected to people. Now, what is the best way for you to show your brand and your personality and everything that you stand for? It's obvious. Put yourself in front of your audience. And even according to a recent study, I was seeing this one video of Varun Maya where he was saying that Gen Zs and millennials really resonate with a brand that has a person behind it. They want to see someone's face, someone's personality behind a brand. And their decisions are impacted by the presence of this person. Now, what is the easiest, fastest, most efficient and effective way of building a personal brand? Obviously, videos, right? Because see, in a video, you engage more senses of a person. You engage their ears, you engage their eyes, maybe if you have subtitles, they're also speaking. Not verbally, like they're not necessarily doing that, but they're reading. So videos become more engaging because of this. The challenge is that most of the people are trying to put out videos that are perfect. Instead of that, try to make videos that are real. Because see, if we are talking about perfect, even AI can make perfect videos. That is exactly why AI videos are not able to relate with people so much. But a real video inspires the audience because they start feeling like, okay, if this person can do it, and yes, they are making mistakes and they're not scared of making these mistakes, then I can do it too. And that is the beauty of videos. Okay, so that is why videos are super duper important in order for you to actually build your brand. Now, what about like me, and why would you get a video from BrandingBum? Like, what exactly is BrandingBum all about, right? So BrandingBum is a VAS. Now this is a name that I've coined. I mean, it's not that difficult, but it's basically video as a service. Now, you might ask, like, what is video as a service? It's very similar to a SaaS. What is a SaaS? I'm not talking about the SaaS Bahu SaaS. I'm talking about SaaS. Okay? So SaaS is basically a software as a service. And this is video as a service. So what happens in video as a service is, you go to our website, which you can see on the screen. Okay? And then you scroll down to, let's say, see the plans. And then you see we have three basic plans. We have like the Indian pricing and the international pricing. Let's say we go to the Indian pricing for now. So we have the essential plan. On the essential plan, you have this price of 5995, and for this price, I'm going to be adding a lot of value to your brand. Okay, so you will get access to a dashboard, which will be basically on Trello. You have obviously heard of this tool called Trello. If you have not, I'll just show you how this looks. So what's going to happen is you're going to create an account on Trello. You're going to get onboarded onto that account. Let's just see. So this is how Trello looks like, doing, done, etc. So there are basically Kanban boards where you can pick up a card and then move it onto a different section based on the progress that's happening. So you will get access to that Trello dashboard, which will be for you specifically. And then you start adding the request of all the videos that you want to be shot. Now, here's the catch. You might be thinking until now that I'm going to come and shoot the videos at your location, but that's not the case. What we are doing differently is when you give the request for a video, I'm actually going to shoot that video in this particular location and set in our studio using our actors. Initially, I will be the actor because right now we haven't onboarded any other creators on the platform, but soon that is also going to be coming up. And then what's going to happen is, you see, each plan has a specific delivery time. For example, this plan has a delivery time of 5 to 10 days. And what I'm thinking is to make this particular plan as a 6-day delivery time. I want to make it like a fixed number over here rather than have this confusion of, okay, is it actually going to be 5 days or is it going to be 10 days? So a person who signs up for 60,000 is going to get 5 videos in a month from me total, one by one. So in the queue, let's say you have added 10 videos, you will also be outlining the script of that video, and that's about it. You're going to select what is the studio setup and the props that we are going to be using, which actor you want to be choosing. Right now those options are not like very flexible, but we are going to be adding the functionality of that flexibility very soon. Right now what's going to happen is, once you select, you sign up, after that you add all of your requests, and we start processing these requests one by one and delivering them in 6 particular business days. Okay? Now you can add as many team members as you would like onto this Trello board of yours. You can also request for unlimited stock assets. So if there are B-rolls that we are using, or there are images that we are using in between. So if we want to add any of these different elements into your video, all of that we will be providing you at no additional cost. And the best part is, let's say this month you just wanted 2 videos and you didn't want the remaining videos. So you can just pause. You can send us an email, or through the Trello dashboard you can let us know. And we are going to pause your subscription. And you can resume it when you're back and you feel more comfortable and you have more alignment so as to what you are actually planning to set out and do. And for whatever reasons, like, we will make sure that you're not like, it never so happens that you're unsatisfied with our services. But if for whatever reason you want to cancel the subscription, you can do that instantly through our dashboard as well. All you need to do is you just need to send us an email and we will make sure that your subscription is cancelled and stopped. And whatever number of days are remaining in your subscription, you still get to utilize them if you would like. So don't worry about that. Now, these videos can be a maximum of 3 minutes per video in the essential plan. And similarly, we have a premium plan where the price is 84,995 per month. Oh, the beauty is we also have like a quarterly payment system. So if you sign up for the quarter, then you effectively get almost 30,000 as a discount. That's almost 10,000 discount per month. Something similar with the premium plan as well. You get it for 10,000 discount over here. So here the difference is that you're going to get one video in about, I'm thinking 4 days should be a good number to begin, because in a month if we have 30 days, so we are effectively going to get 7 to 8 videos a month. In the first one we'll be getting about let's say 4 to 5 videos a month, right? And then finally we have this plan, which is a shorts plan. Oh, one more thing, each video can be up to 5 minutes long. So you are basically getting faster delivery and longer video time. Here you're getting a little lesser in terms of the time of the video, plus the delivery time is a little longer. And then the final plan, which is like really something that I'm excited about, and my prediction is that this is the plan that people will be most interested in. So in this plan, what happens is you get one video which is up to 60 seconds. So you know that this is short form content. And the delivery time that I'm thinking is about 2 to 3 days. So I'm thinking at about 3 days should be good, giving about, let's say, 12 videos a month or something like that. Now, all these numbers that I'm talking about, I'm still in the process of doing research and fixating upon finalized numbers, okay? So, if I mentioned a few numbers here and there, and tomorrow you go back and see, oh, there are changes on this website, and Shubham said something else, but this looks different. Just know that I made sure that there is maximum value exchange that's happening at both the parties. Okay, I don't want it to be that I'm promising I'm gonna give 15 videos, and then tomorrow you come online and for whatever reasons we have changes coming up, and because of that you're not able to get 15 videos, and then you're complaining like, Shubham, you didn't stick to your words. Instead of that, as we slowly progress, we are going to figure out what are those numbers exactly, and we are going to stick to better numbers. Right now, you can keep it at, let's say, 10 videos a month. One more beautiful thing about this, you can request for unlimited changes. Now, we will be processing 2 changes per day. So let's say there are 2 videos that require changes. So at the max, you can have 2 changes per day. So in one day, we will be able to deliver upon 2 changes only. So you get unlimited changes as well. So that's kind of about the pricing structure and the model in which we are trying to operate BrandingBum. Now let's try to understand what are the key areas in which we'll be making videos, and like who exactly needs these videos, right? So here, if you scroll down, here. So if you scroll to this section, engaging, bingeable, educational, and more. So what we're trying to do is we are trying to build videos for SaaS companies, SaaS startups, tech companies. So what happens is, as a tech founder, you might have so many responsibilities that you're taking care of: operations, team, coaching, client closing, and so many different things. And as a result of this, very often companies don't invest time and energy in building systems that can help the new user to get onboarded in a very smooth and effective way. They also don't have many videos explaining the use of their software. And even if they do have these kind of videos, they don't have a person in those videos. So what happens is, me as a user, I don't connect with the product that well, because I can find a competitor, and if the competitor has a better solution, or let's say a better representation of the solution, I might think that this is exactly what I want, and you lose a customer. So videos can have this much impact if you create good explainer videos, good onboarding videos, good customer support videos. You can start reducing the churn from your solution or your product or your SaaS platform, basically. Okay, and then secondly, there's one other challenge. Okay, like there are people who want to onboard employees. There are a lot of IT companies and tech companies that have like hundreds of people working towards a particular vision and achieving that vision. So these companies invest heavily in training and then hiring, but what ends up happening is it's not the best experience for the new hire all the time. I've had this experience myself in the past, where I have seen that the onboarding processes were not actually that streamlined and not that effective, and there was a lot of resources that were getting burnt because of this. And because the employees' experience is not that great, they would just quit the company, and then that would lead to infant attrition, and that would again lead to another like burn in the pocket of the company. So if you could create onboarding videos for your employees, which could take them through a series where they understand exactly what they need to do where in their roles, that would build better credibility and trust towards your brand. And then, of course, as you can see on the screen, there are sales videos, support videos, there are spotlight videos, you can have documentations, trainings, reviews, explainers, how-tos, walkthroughs, feature videos. And you can also onboard client, you can build your community. And the best part, we will also give you a support I mean, we'll obviously create content for you. When I mean to say support and service, we'll create short form content, and not just any content. We will use the best of the best strategies, tactics, and we will make sure that your videos start to get the eyeballs that it deserves. Now, generally, ideally, if you as a startup wanted to explore this entire domain of video creation, what you would essentially do is you would set up a team for content writing, content creation. When I say content creation, I mean graphic designing, video shooting, and video editing. And then you would need someone who would act in these videos. So let's say you were the one who was going to act, then you need to book out a certain amount of time from your schedule to actually shoot these videos on a regular basis. Or you would hire an actor. Again, that's another additional cost. And then the most important, you will need all the equipment and gadgets and the studio. Although all of that is available on rent, it's not sustainable because the costs really go high. And what happens with technology is it keeps upgrading. There is always new tools and gadgets in the market, so you need to keep upgrading that. So all of this can pile up and become such a big cost on startups, and most of the startups actually ignore this altogether. That is when I realized that what if a company could just come on my platform, BrandingBum, and just, by the click of a button, let's say they click on get started, all they have to do after they click on get started is they reach this payment page, okay? And on this payment page of Stripe, they can fill in their details, and as soon as they fill in their details, within 12 to 24 hours, they will receive the details that are required to actually set up their dashboard and start getting videos. So it's kind of like a plug and play system, okay? So we had chosen the quarterly payment, that is why it shows like this amount every 3 months. But if we choose a monthly payment and we click here again to see how that looks, so we have this every particular month. And while this challenge lasts, I'm going to be giving out a few amazing coupons, a few amazing discount codes for our loyal audience. It's a gesture to achieve two outcomes, okay? First, word of mouth, because all of you are going to see this and you're like, okay, they're actually going to get some kind of discounts if you watch these live streams. And of course, I want to connect with you people better. That is why I'm actually hosting these live streams. And the second benefit is that you actually get to taste how we work. You actually get the early benefits, and there might be some learning involved for us because it's our early days. So we want to give you that additional benefit as well, so that you feel that okay, it's fine, we got this discount because this person is also learning, so it's okay, like we can kind of manage and accept it. So that brings us to the next section. I've already taken you through the tour of the platform. Once you are onboarded, you will be getting a link with your Trello dashboard, and you will also get a short video which will show you how to start working with the Trello dashboard. Now, who exactly are there in our team? So we have a few people working with us in our team, okay, at this point of time. There might be a few people who are not there with us in our team anymore right now, but their names might still pop up. So let me try to just pick that page up. Let's see if dun, 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 dun. So that's the About Us page that's loading. Okay. So at this point of time, Rahul is kind of in the background, but there are 3 people working on this project, maybe 4, but 3 for sure, okay? Why I said maybe is because the 4th person is kind of hanging in between, not exactly fixed yet. So we have Sayyam. Sayyam is the one who actually edits all of the videos for BrandingBum. He also helps in setting up the video shoots. He's the guy that I go to if I had to shoot a video or edit a video or anything related to the media part. Okay, and then we have Hima, who you will be seeing in a lot of our videos very soon going forward, especially in Fine Flow. So she is my girlfriend and a very strong support system in my life. She's helping me out in posting all the content and being a co-host or managing things for me. And as more people keep joining, I will keep sharing those details with you guys as well, and girls as well, right? So that's about the team. Talking about myself, I mean, I have quite a ton of experience in different areas. Let me just pull up what experiences I have. I really honestly believe that this is important for you all to know because we are just in the first video today, and without knowing who I am and why am I doing this, you wouldn't feel as connected to me, right? And I want you to feel connected to me. Why I want you to feel connected to me? So that I can add maximum value and impact in your life. That is the simple answer. So if you see, there are a lot of different things I've done. You can go to my LinkedIn profile. I will share the links to my LinkedIn profile in the comment somewhere. You can just type BrandingBum. You will literally find my profiles everywhere on all social media platforms. Okay, so you can start just going and doing your stalking research, whatever you want to call it. But overall, there are a few skills that I have, which include branding, working with startups, storytelling, artificial intelligence for creativity, and content creation and content strategy. So, those are few areas that I excel in. And just a second, yeah. So, we are going to be talking about digital technologies like artificial intelligence, digital strategies, online marketing, SEO, PPC, design and creative innovation, UI, UX trends, visualization, brand voice, content sculpting, writing, storytelling, content curation, entrepreneurship, startup ethos, business model innovations, scalability and strategies related to that, funnel systems, audience engagements, marketing navigation, sales tactics. We are also going to be talking about personal growth and mindful living because as an entrepreneur, that's like very, very important. So, cognitive and emotional wellness, brain training techniques for like enhancing your mind, growing your mindset, your ideologies, and being more mindful in your day-to-day life. And then we are going to be working on the heart and soul of a human. Like we are going to be developing emotional intelligence. We are trying to understand like what are the different relationship dynamics, interpersonal strategies, and we are also going to be focusing on the physicality, like the body and the energy. So nutrition, holistic fitness, yoga, um, tailored routines, exercises, nootropics for brain health, and how to manage your energy and your flow, your chakras, your spiritual meditations, your healing of your energy and past traumas. So that's the second thing. And then we are also going to be diving a little bit into culture and spirituality, where we will be exploring a few of the spiritual realms. We are going to be talking about light languages and higher vibrations and how to actually achieve that. Then we are going to be talking about the art of communication and interpersonal mastery, where we are going to be learning how to express ourselves, how to find our true voice. And when I say voice, I mean both internal and external voice, on stage, off stage, how to make our content funny, how to bring storytelling into our content. And over time, whatever mistakes I'm making, whatever insights I am getting, I will be sharing that as well. And as a result of all of this, I hope, actually, I don't hope, but I know for a fact, with the confidence that I have and with the experience that I have, that I will surely be able to add a lot of value to your lives. Now, let's see what's next. Uh, is the video just good without a background music, or do you think if I would add some kind of a background music, it would make a difference? Let me know in the comments. Okay, let me just open up a page over here, which is like very, very, very important. If you don't have an idea of what I've worked upon so far, what you can do is you can just go to a playlist, and over here you will see work portfolio.
High quality.
This is where you can see all the projects that we have been working on. So people who want to get a taste of what exactly BrandingBum as a company does, they can go in here and you can see like all the different works that we have worked upon. And we are in the market from quite some time now. It's just that, to find our true voice and figure out that it was video content creation that we wanted to work upon. It just took a little bit of time, but we have reached here finally. So you can go here and you can check out exactly what's up, what's not. So having said that, we are now reaching the final section for today's video, because today's video is already uh, running from more than an hour. Okay. So let's just sum up what we spoke about so far. We got to understand what we are doing, why we are doing this, how we are going to do this, and now let's talk about what to expect in the coming days. Okay? So as I just mentioned that there are a lot of different topics that we will be talking about. I'm still working upon doing the research and creating that outline. So in tomorrow's video, I will most probably be taking you through a journey map of what you can expect in the next 75 days. If you have any questions, then you can drop them in the comments. And if you feel that this is adding some kind of value, then you can join our lives in the future. And if you have any questions, you can also type those questions in our chat. Okay. For today, I think I've come to a point where I don't really have anything more to say. Although I have so much more to say in the coming days, but today, I think this was a good session. I have learned a lot of things. Uh, it would be really amazing if you could drop in the comments what are the flaws and what are the mistakes that I made in this particular live. How could I make this live better by 3% in the coming next days? Okay, that would really, really help me help you achieve your goals. Because all I am is a mediator, a tool in the hands of the creator, trying to bring some kind of a change and help you find flow with BrandingBum. So, having said that, I hope that this video was able to give you an insight into my life and my vision and my purpose and my business and what's happening. I'll try to keep it as raw as possible uh, and bring the realities of building a business to you all, and hopefully that inspires someone somewhere watching to take action and change their lives for the better good. So, thank you and namaste. I'm Shubham, your host at BrandingBum from India, and I will see you soon tomorrow. Until then, take care, bye bye, and see you.